Hello Gemini, welcome to your moon messages reading, and this time the messages are coming from the new moon in Sagittarius, the opposing side of you, Gemini. And as you know, this reading is for anyone that has a placement in the sign of Gemini, and also it's about the period starting on 23rd, 24th of November and ending with your Gemini full moon event on the 8th of December, more or less, give it one day, Gemini. So let's see in this reading what energies are actually going to work to your benefit in the Sagittarius new moon event. So what energies are going to work best for Gemini? And you have the Lovers. Then what energies are going to work against Gemini for the same period? And you have the World. And then the possible outcome for Gemini, the potential that this period carries with it for them. You have the Hermit card. Gemini. First, the Lovers is your card. One way or another, the opposing sign, Sagittarius, is actually gonna be making you stronger, gonna be helping you to return to your natural vibration of Gemini, and also it's gonna be supporting you through people, through friendships, through, partnerships in this period. And not only that, I believe it's going to be a very important period for you to take any decision to do with partnerships. And not only that, all the decisions that you need to make for yourself on top of any partnership, on top of you comparing yourself to this and that person, to this group of people, everything to do with you, because this is your card. You are going to be very, very strong in this 2 weeks period from 24th, 23rd of November up to your Gemini full moon event. And at the same time, of course, this is not a period for you to finish and bigger chapter of your life. Generally speaking, you have work in progress. It's not the time to finish and also I would strongly advise you to really be, careful with traveling. The world is about you traveling around, especially long distance. And for some reason, this card being in this position talks about that you might be experiencing, excuse me about that, certain issues to do with your travels. Also, this is card of Saturn, and this is card of, good karma or bad karma. It's, for me, this is, some karma it's working against you in this period. So especially to do with worldly affairs, international traveling, and ending a bigger chapter in your life, because you don't have anything you need, and it's probably because you have Mars in your sign retrograding up till middle of January, at least 13th, 14th of January 2023. And by then, you're gonna be pushed by the universe, by Mars. Your motivation is gonna go backwards, actually. Finding out, making second check, third check, all the adjustments about you, Gemini. And actually the result for you in this time, before your full moon event, in Gemini, it's recommended to you, and you're gonna have a very big, result supported by the Hermit energy to go in your eternal world, in solitude, and search for what is that you really want, who you really are after, these situations, not only in this period of 2 weeks, but, generally after, not only since Mars became retrograde in end of October, but, probably events back to the summer, and, you are really being advised to find time to spend with yourself on your own in solitude. And the Hermit energy is the energy of a wise person that it's discovering their highest potential in solitude in order to lead everybody else. And in this case, I believe that you are searching for the potential inside of you to lead yourself in these processes that you might find yourself, going through, not only these 2 weeks, but, in this period in general. So let's see what else I can clarify with the tarot deck. For Gemini, I'm gonna be clarifying the Lovers with 3 cards, then the World with another 3 pullouts, and of course the Hermit energy. And this is the energy that carries the biggest potential for you. I'm saying that again because, you might be busy with partnerships with other people, but you have to, in order to utilize this energy, going in your eternal private world, space, whatever you want to call it, communicating honestly is gonna give you great results, Gemini. 3 cards to clarify the Lovers, 3 cards to clarify the World energy for Gemini, and 3 cards to clarify the Hermit. Let me see what it's all about, Gemini. As I said, you might get inspired by a brand new idea, brand new information, message, whatsoever, to really look around and see what your special person, if you have one, of course, it's needing right here and right now. What are their needs? What are they're missing? Because this is an information that carries a potential, and this information might give you, it might point you to the other one, to the special one that you have in your life. And not only that, if you are single, it might give you some indication that it's time for you to look around for a special person, because 2 of Cups is the energy that it's, the smaller version of the Lovers. And everything to do with partnerships, relationships, and you in the mix, it's going to be very productive, supported by the universe in this period of the Sagittarius new moon. Gemini, Sagittarius, it's your 7th house. Your 7th house, it's where Jupiter and Neptune are going to be stationary and then turn direct in the same period of the Sagittarius new moon, which exactly means that it's the best time for you to take approach about the partnerships in your life that matter the most, that are most dear to your heart. Work on them, or it's the best time to take action that it's concerning an idea, a concept, a vision that you have about you and partnerships, or a special partnership. It's the best time to take action on this very, very, precious to you idea. I believe that this might be, I want to explain what it might be. For example, you're in a relationships that you in this period believe that they need to go to the next level, and this is actually what you really want the most. It's like the most precious thing about these relationships, that you want to get out of them, not get out of them, establish, a connection on the next level, propose, get married, get engaged, whatsoever. It's the best time for you to do that, actually. Although Mars is retrograde, you have a brand new start in your relationships, partnerships house, the 7th house, Gemini. And there might be a trigger for you that will actually point you to what action exactly, or how to adjust your very precious idea, vision about any relationships actually, because we see, you know, the Lovers and the Two of Cups, and these are fantastic cards to have in a, you know, love reading or a romance reading whatsoever. But they're not only, you know, intimate and love cards. They're talking about any partnerships actually, and anything to do with partnership. Use the energy, the positive energy of Jupiter in your 7th house to solve any problems, or if you feel that somebody is manipulating you the wrong way, you know, and you don't want to deal with them anymore, also is the time to let them know and to change the situation to your benefit. All to do with relationships, special persons, special one, you know, partner, business partner, strategic investor even. It's a great time for you to deal with this, Gemini. And then what it's not really good for you to end a bigger chapter, a bigger cycle. You have much more work to do before you close this chapter. Something needs to be mastered before it's ended, because the way that you end this cycle, it's the way that you're gonna begin the new cycle. You putting effort to end a cycle in the best way possible, it's actually gonna lay the ground for the next success in your next chapter, Gemini. And also there might be some healing on your part to be taken in order to move with success through the end of whatever you want to finish, and, you know, guide your path with your own light, with the belief that you are the star in this journey. All this, it's necessary for you in order to close this chapter. And then there is the Queen of Pentacles. It's, as I said, this is the person. It's not a woman or a man. It can be anyone. It's a person that is quite good with taking care of any situation, practical approach, and very down to earth, understanding about everything that is happening, attracting the right, you know, situations, because this person has the wisdom of the material world, whatever that means to you, Gemini. For me, ending this cycle, furthermore, in the period, not right here, right now, in these 2 weeks, needs a practical approach. It needs a person that is good with realistic and practical decisions. And I take it as the approach needed to go through this cycle, slowly and steady, to understand what part of you needs to be healed, taken care of, on an emotional, on a personal, on any level actually, in order for you to find out your star power, Gemini. Because it seems to me that this Mars retrograding in your sign might be actually pointing you to exactly the other idea, that you are not qualified, or you're not, you know, good enough, or whatsoever bullshit, but it takes a practical approach and some effort on your side to understand this for yourself, Gemini. And then the potential for this period, as I said, sorry about that, Gemini, it's this time of the year when, you know, my throat, my nose are just killing me. Nevertheless, you have the Hierophant, and this is someone that it's a person of authority, somebody that, you know, shows the way, the path to others. It's someone that people go to take the appropriate advice, to do with knowledge, to do with, you know, power, to do with the strength that they carry, the wisdom. And I believe that this is the position that you're gonna be searching within yourself to find who is this person when it comes to you, or how can you become a person of authority, a person that, you know, it's knowledgeable, wise enough, that can advise everybody else around them, you know, lead them in a way and show them what's right, what's wrong. But not only that, I believe that you are going to be trying to understand what your authority needs to be. This is the card of Taurus. It's also a card to do with resources. So it might be, you know, a process in which you're trying to figure out how to, you know, have a hold of your finances in order to become such person. Make plans about the future and really go get whatever you believe it's your highest potential. Gemini, there is so much positive insights that you might receive if you find the time to really go through your eternal world and find out what would make you the authoritative person that can achieve any goal. Dream big, dream wild, and actually go get exactly what they want. It's within you. It's in the second twin. I'm just kidding. So please utilize this period to find out for yourself, because opposition of Jupiter to it's not opposition, the opposition of Sagittarius, actually with Jupiter going direct at the same time, this is a very strong energy to do with your belief system. It's a very strong energy to do with the bigger picture, how you understand the world around you and how to become a significant part of it. Dream big, know exactly what you want, and be unstoppable of getting it. For some of you, I see a very much energy oriented toward business, toward, you know, professional projects, but not only. It's how Gemini can be their own master. Honest to God. Gemini, please let me know how you feel about this reading, and leave a message, comment, like and share, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. It will be greatly appreciated. That's all I have for you. I'll see you very, very soon. Take care, Gemini.